The Clutter Conundrum, an introduction to minimalism. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the sheer amount of stuff in your life? I know I have. Clothes spilled out of overstuffed drawers, books teetered in precarious stacks, gadgets and gizmos filled every available surface. It was exhausting just to look at, let alone live in. That's when I stumbled upon the concept of minimalism. At its core, minimalism is about living with less. It's about stripping away the excess to focus on what truly matters. In today's consumer-driven world, minimalism offers a refreshing alternative. Whether you're looking to declutter your home, simplify your schedule, or find more meaning in life, minimalism has something to offer. So, are you ready to embark on a journey towards a simpler, more intentional life? Let's dive in. Less is more, understanding the core principles. The phrase less is more might sound cliche, but it's at the heart of minimalism. This principle isn't about living an austere life. It's about making room for what truly matters. Think of it like editing a piece of writing. You remove the unnecessary words to make the important ones stand out. One core principle of minimalism is intentionality. Instead of mindlessly accumulating stuff, you carefully consider what adds value to your life. Another key principle is freedom. By owning less, you free yourself from the burden of maintenance, storage, and decision fatigue. Simplicity is also central to minimalism. When you simplify your surroundings and commitments, you create room for creativity, growth, and meaningful experiences. It's like clearing away the noise so you can hear the music. Decluttering 101. Clearing physical and mental spaces. Decluttering is often the first step on the minimalist journey. It's about more than just tidying up. Start with a small area, like a drawer or a closet. Take everything out and sort it into 3 piles. Keep, donate, and discard. Be honest with yourself. If you haven't used something in a year, do you really need it? But decluttering isn't just about physical spaces. It's also about clearing mental clutter. This could mean simplifying your schedule, cutting back on social media, or learning to say no to commitments that don't align with your values. As you declutter, you might feel resistance. It's normal to feel attached to your possessions. Decluttering is an ongoing process, not a one-time event, and you'll find joy in the space and freedom that comes from living with less. Baby steps, practical tips for embracing minimalism. Embracing minimalism doesn't have to be an all-or-nothing approach. You can start small and gradually work your way towards a more minimalist lifestyle. One practical tip is to start with a 30-day challenge. Choose one area of your life to simplify for a month. At the end of the month, evaluate how it made you feel. Another helpful tip is the one-in, one-out rule. For every new item you bring into your home, remove one item. Creating a capsule wardrobe is another practical step towards minimalism. Choose a limited number of versatile pieces that mix and match well. Digital decluttering is often overlooked, but equally important. Unsubscribe from unnecessary emails. Delete apps you don't use. Organize your digital files. A clean digital space can be just as refreshing as a tidy physical space. Section 5, Real-Life Transformations, Stories of Minimalist Success. Let's look at some real-life examples of how minimalism has transformed lives. Take Sarah, a marketing executive from New York. She used to spend hours each morning deciding what to wear. After embracing minimalism, she created a capsule wardrobe of 30 pieces. Now, getting dressed is effortless, and she feels more confident in her style. Then there's Mike, a freelance writer who was constantly stressed about deadlines. After decluttering his office and simplifying his schedule, his productivity soared. Lisa and Tom, a couple in their 50s, decided to downsize after their kids left for college. They sold their large suburban home and most of their possessions. They now live in a small apartment in the city. With less stuff to maintain, they have more time and money for travel and hobbies. These stories show that minimalism can look different for everyone. The common thread is that by simplifying, these individuals found more freedom, less stress, and greater satisfaction in their lives. Section 6. The joy of less emotional and psychological benefits. The benefits of minimalism extend far beyond a tidy home. Many people report feeling a sense of relief and lightness after decluttering. When you're not surrounded by excess stuff, there's less to worry about, less to clean, less to organize. This can lead to reduced stress and anxiety. Minimalism can also boost your self-confidence. When you're not relying on material possessions to define your worth, you start to value yourself for who you are, not what you own. Another psychological benefit is increased focus and clarity. When your environment is free from clutter, your mind often follows suit. You may find it easier to concentrate on tasks and make decisions. And minimalism can also lead to greater appreciation for what you have. When you own less, you tend to value each item more. This can lead to a sense of gratitude and contentment. Instead of always wanting more, you learn to find joy in what you already have. Section 7. Minimalism in the digital age, tackling virtual clutter. In today's digital age, clutter isn't just physical. Our devices and online spaces can be just as overwhelming. Digital minimalism is about intentionally curating your online life. Start by doing a digital declutter. Unsubscribe from email lists that no longer serve you. Delete apps you don't use. Organize your digital files and photos. Consider implementing digital boundaries. This could mean turning off notifications, setting specific times for checking email, or having regular digital detoxes. Social media can be a particular challenge when it comes to digital minimalism. Consider curating your social media feeds to align with your values. You might find that you feel more present and less anxious when you're not constantly comparing your life to others online. Section 8. Sustainable living. The environmental impact of minimalism. Minimalism and sustainability often go hand in hand. When you buy less, you naturally reduce your environmental impact. Every product we consume has a carbon footprint, from its production to its packaging to its eventual disposal. By embracing minimalism, you're voting with your wallet for a more sustainable world. Minimalism encourages us to value quality over quantity. Instead of buying cheap disposable items, you might invest in fewer, higher quality pieces that last longer. The minimalist mindset can extend to other areas of sustainable living. You might find yourself more inclined to repair items rather than replace them. Many minimalists report naturally gravitating towards a plant-based diet, which has a lower environmental impact. Some minimalists even explore tiny house living or van life, dramatically reducing their environmental footprint. Section 9. Minimalism and relationships. Focusing on what truly matters. Minimalism isn't just about stuff. It's about prioritizing what's truly important in life. For many, this means focusing more on relationships. When you're not constantly chasing material possessions or drowning in clutter, you have more time and energy for the people in your life. In romantic relationships, minimalism can help reduce conflicts over stuff and money. It can also free up resources for shared experiences, which often bring more lasting happiness than material possessions. Minimalism can also improve your relationship with yourself. With less external noise and clutter, you have more space for self-reflection and personal growth. It's important to note that embracing minimalism doesn't mean you have to cut people out of your life. Instead, it's about being intentional with your relationships. Section 10. Your minimalist journey, taking the first step. Embarking on a minimalist journey is a personal process. There's no one-size-fits-all approach. The key is to start small and be patient with yourself. Remember, minimalism is not about perfection. It's about progress and intentionality. Start by identifying your why. What draws you to minimalism? Is it the desire for less stress, more freedom, environmental concerns? As you begin to declutter and simplify, pay attention to how it makes you feel. Do you feel lighter, more focused, less stressed? Minimalism should enhance your life, not make it more difficult. Remember, minimalism is a journey, not a destination. Every step towards a simpler, more intentional life is a step in the right direction.